Visible matter only constitutes around 3.3% of the multiverse in this holographic, quantum simulated reality, and everything considered material is photon based, that's light based. Underneath it all, we are beings of light. Everything that we perceive as matter is actually energy. Energy can be perceived as waves of light, sound, or consciousness. Our physical 3D body is only an avatar for our awareness, etheric body, like playing a video game and having your own custom character. Our nervous system is electrical, our carbon based physical body acts as a capacitor, our natural electric fields in the body are connected to our auric electromagnetic field through our chakras, which are, in essence, particle accelerators. Our light body is comprised of many interwoven layers of electromagnetic light and sound waves, frequencies that form our consciousness intelligence within different dimensional layers. The light body is the holder of our consciousness record and identities throughout time and holds the living light code of our blueprint structure and maintains our direct connection and communication with our higher self and the prime creator or the source. You have to internalize certain concepts in order to deprogram the false perceptions in our realities. One of the main concepts is related to how time works and how we presume that the timekeeping system we follow is accurate, and also the notion that we have that time is linear. Here in the third dimension, quite a few people have yet to realize that our time is actually cyclical, meaning the events in our lives and history actually go around in cycles. The events in the cycles, as well as the time, is determined by the movements of the celestial bodies that we call the planets. In the higher dimensions, the second harmonic universe and higher, time works differently as it's not subject to these same principles. A year here is not the same as a year in the higher dimensions. In the futuristic timeline of the second harmonic universe, what would be considered millions of years ago in the context of linear time, Earth was still naturally in its higher fifth dimensional state and referred to as the planet Terra. Benevolent ultra-terrestrial races combine their genetic and energetic makeup to create a master race of beings to become the guardians of the planet Terra. This original ancestor race in Harmonic Universe 2 of the present-day human beings became known as the Turaneusiums, which means the children of lighted ones. The word race came from the ancient Anuhazi words rasa, ray, meaning like rainbow or rays of consciousness, and sa, contextually meaning bearer. So humans were meant to be the bearers of the rays of consciousness. The cradle of life began in the constellation of Lyria and was once a thriving community with the seeded inhabitants incarnating as avatar beings within the fourth harmonic universe, with settlements in Vega in the 10th dimension, Avion in the 11th dimension, and Arimatina in the 12th dimension. The first form of human predecessors were the Aquiferion races, who were primarily created by the Anuhazi as 12th dimensional avatars, who were themselves created by the Emerald Order as the first incarnates in Arimatina. The Aquiferions, as the first form of human beings, as well as all other solar organic sentient beings, initially seated in Lyria and emanate from the Oraphim Angelics. The specific races, known as the Angelic Human Christos, were seeded to the Gaia time matrix around 560 million years ago. Note that Gaia is the name of the Earth Terra in the third harmonic universe, in other words, the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensions, and is in a totally different time cycle from ours. Oraphim Angelics are Christed ascended masters, the founding fathers of the angelic human species. The Harmonic Universe 5 founder guardian rishis created human beings as a race that would represent the crown jewel of all universal embodied forms. Accordingly, they created the Terra, Gaia, Arimatina, and subsequently Earth as a celestial system of planetary body through which the human race can evolve. Another special characteristic of the angelic human beings is that they serve as a genetic library for all the species within the universe, in which human genetics can be consulted to contain the genetic details of the species in case they were to be reseeded in this or other universes. In fact, Earth is a living light library. All the 12 holographic disks of the CDT plates, one of which was stolen and copied by Thoth, that represent the working knowledge of source consciousness and interdimensional mechanics, as well as a complete source for the knowledge of bioenergetics and genetics, etc., were always kept on Terra Earth, initially Terra, Gaia, and Arimatina. The interstellar geneticist's design of the Turaneusium 1 is considered the most advanced and sophisticated biological avatars in all of creation. The angelic human Christos DNA template had been based on the same technology as theirs. However, it carries something none of the others had previously. The Christos gene code that commanded the ether to support its biological function eternally. I explained the importance of the ether in my previous video on water. The angelic human Christos avatar is an eternal, self-sustaining biological being that never dies nor has to eat, drink, or sleep. All other biological avatars not only have to eat and drink, but also eventually wore out and died. This meant that one would have to work their way up through the time matrices all over again to get another host body avatar. When a being ascends a DNA template all the way up and out of a time matrix, in other words, beating the game, they carry the full encryption of the codes within the silicate matrix of that crystalline body through all 15 levels of harmonic resonance of a time matrix.